Okay, today I'm going to show you guys how to make a flower keychain. This right here is nylon string. It is the 1.5 mm. I need to have 7 beads and a keychain, scissors, my lighter, and this loop turner right here. You can find all of these supplies either at Michael's, Hobby Lobby, or on Amazon. I will link everything down below. So I'm going to start by getting the ends all lit off. And I do this so that it's easier to make sure that it goes through the beads, plus it doesn't fray at the end. So I'm going to load up my first 3 silicone beads, and you can choose whatever 3 you want. These are going to be part of the petals. I am then going to go ahead and put them on my nylon string. Once I place this on here, I'm just going to close up that clasp, pull those 3 on, and then I'm going to grab my keychain, and my keychain has a little chain, and that is what I'm going to put on the nylon string. However, you can do like I just showed you and do it through the big one. I like this little chain. It just works perfect. I'm going to load up the next 3 onto my loop turner right here. I bought this one off of Hobby Lobby, but you can get them off of Amazon. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and place this onto my nylon string, just making sure that that loop is always closed, pulling it and putting it on. After I do this, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to tie it into a knot. And I'm going to do this into a tight double knot on here. So I'm just going to go ahead and make sure that's super tight by pulling as tight as I possibly can. We're going to loop those strings again, just to making sure that that is tight knot on this keychain. Okay. After I get done doing this part, what you need to do, again, making sure that it's extremely tight, you are going to now use the bead that you're going to use in the middle. You're going to go ahead and grab your string. You're going to put your loop turner into these 2 silicone beads right here. Pull 1 string through the silicone beads, and that is so that we can hide the knot. So we're just going to pull this 1 string. I have to use my pliers. The loop turner sometimes doesn't always grab it all the way through. For some reason, it's a little harder for me. So I just use my pliers. It makes it easier to kind of grab it through. So once I get it all the way through, I'm just going to make sure that I hide that knot, and then you're going to have 1 string at the bottom and you're going to have 1 string to your side. Now, it doesn't really matter which side you pull your string to, whichever one you want to do. That is completely up to you, but this is what it should look like. I'm now going to load this last bead and put it onto my string, and this is the bottom. I'm going to go ahead and put that in there. I'm sorry I go off camera here a little bit, but you're going to wrap the string around the top where the keychain is, and you're going to use your loop turner to pull that string through the back and back to the front. Give me just a second as I struggle here, but that is what we're doing, is we just need that string that we just wrapped around to come to the front of our keychain. I clearly am struggling. Okay, so now that I got it, I'm going to just pull that super tight on there the best that I can. And then you're going to go ahead, because this is what it should look like so far, but you're going to go ahead and you are going to grab your loop turner and you're going to go into the first bead and you're going to pull your nylon string through that first bead so that you get your 2 strings back in the same spot again. So you want to, again, make sure that both of your nylon strings are in the same area of your keychain, because now we're going to tie these off into a super tight knot again, and that will be the end of your keychain. So once you get it here, you're going to rearrange it how you need to with your petals and your middle piece, making sure everything looks the way you want it to, and then you're going to go ahead and tie it and pull super tight, making sure it's really tight in this area, and you'll do 1 more. After I do this and making sure everything looks good, everything's super tight, I'm going to cut these down. I'm going to cut these strings down as far as I can. And then I'm going to use my lighter that I got from Hobby Lobby. It's a rechargeable lighter. I've had a few people of you guys ask me about it. It's the red thing to the left of me. That is a rechargeable lighter. So to hide your knot, you're going to grab both of your strings and you can put it through these last 2 silicone beads if you choose to. Now you don't have to. I personally like to add this last step just so that I'm hiding that knot and nobody sees the knot. These are actually super cute keychains. You can add them on to other keychains even because they're small enough that adding them on is super cute. So again, just struggling here with that loop turner. Super raw with you guys, but here we go. I'm going to end up grabbing my pliers to grab the string out and pulling it through. Once I get it through, that is when I'm going to actually cut it off and use my lighter with it. Okay, so I'm still just trying to pull the string all the way through. I'm not sure what's making me struggle so much today, but man, it's been a struggle. In the next video, I am going to show you guys how to make a keychain with 3 of these flowers, but I figured I would show you guys how to do 1 flower first before showing you guys how to do 3. So that will be the next video that you're going to see come up onto my page. So if you're interested in that and you want to see some more tutorials, go ahead and make sure that you're hitting that subscribe button for me, please. I much appreciate it. Also, if you guys have any questions whatsoever, please put them in the comments. I would love to be able to answer any questions that you guys have. I like to be able to help others that are like me and love to craft. I do have an Etsy shop that'll be linked down below, and I sell all of my stuff in my Etsy link. So you can see this is the lighter that I got off of Hobby Lobby. It's rechargeable and it's just going to get those ends to where they're not going to fray and come apart. And then I like to try and hide them into the beads. If me moving it around doesn't get it there, then the little scissors that are below my hands, I will use those sometimes to tuck it into the bead. This turned out so cute, and these are just perfect to either have for a keychain itself or to even add to your keychains. Okay, so this is what the finished flower looks like right here. Again, you're going to need 7 silicone beads, a keychain, some nylon string, scissors, and a lighter, and then your loop turner. That's really all you're going to need. These are super cute. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate the support that I'm seeing. I'm so happy. We're almost at 1,000 subscribers. It's amazing. Hit that subscribe button, please.